the setting on the gradebook so that now when there is a missing submission, it will automatically mark it as a 0 as soon as it's due, even though you guys have no late penalties and you can continue to turn things in. The setting on the gradebook so that now that's me. When there is a missing submission. There. That's why I do it this way. So from your perspective, it should look the same, except it'll look like by the end of today, if I haven't managed to enter your, yes, you were here with me live at Zoom and you haven't done the Zoom already, it'll pop up as 0 at the end of each assignment's due date, even though you just the same as normal have until the available date to complete an assignment. But I wanted to let you know that now it's going to auto mark those as empty if they're not done. And just so you don't freak out. Like the gradebook's going to self-update a little faster than it used to. Does that make sense? Heidi, am I speaking a foreign?
I think that's what happened to me on your other class, because on the cardio dance for last Wednesday, I wasn't marked as here, and I was there.
Correct. I failed to enter those dates because I had to run off for a neighborhood board meeting. And so when I turned on the auto grade, last week's cardio Zoom, you guys who were there in person have not been marked there yet. Yes, and that's on my due right after class mental. Please feel free to help me because sometimes Luna cries and I totally don't know what I'm doing anymore. That baby brain thing is real.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, so this is a new setting. I haven't used it before in any of my courses and I just turned it on in almost all of them. So that means I'm gonna mess up somewhere. So if you see a grade where you were at a Zoom and it's looking like a 0 and you want me to check it, please ask me. Like it logs that you were here and tells me how many minutes. So it's no problem for me to go back and check something like that if I fix it. And that'll be true for the asynchronous assignments, even though you still have until the following Friday to complete them. I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's gonna start marking them so that I don't have to do them manually. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. It should be the same on your end. It should just look like it happens faster.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go for fun times. Let's do a little standing warm up to get started. Do, 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 do. And plug in the sound. How is our volume? Is our volume okay? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. All right, just starting in your space. Let's just start a little wide today and send our hips to either side. Soft knees. Just roll it up and wave it around. Be a big, crazy, anything you want. A wavily amoeba, a crazy jellyfish. And then just walk it side to side. Big breath in. Big exhale. Start your watches if you haven't. Yeah. Bring it to the center. Let your hips wiggle. Let's just walk it forward and back a couple steps. Just marching it out. Big breath in. Big exhale, roll it down, head, neck, shoulders. Big breath in. And head, neck, shoulders. Big breath in. And head, neck, shoulders. Hang it here for just a second. Be a jellyfish. Come up to flat back. I'm just giving a little bounce in my knees.
And I'm going to start pulling in my Pilates scoop. Scoops in, flat back, shoulder blade pinches. Make sure your neck is nice and long too, so we're not dropping our heads. Add those mini bounces. Hold those shoulders back and shift your weight further back. Take your arms forward, shift your weight a little bit back further. How's your Pilates scoop doing? Stay right there. Let's move the pelvis. We'll go 12, neutral, 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6. And I'm still quite far down in my squat. 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6, neutral. Bring it up, march it out. Lift those knees high. Start to think about holding your scoop as you lift the knees. Turn it out. If you want more bounce, you can add bounce. It's an option. Step touch. Keep it wide. Curve it under. Send it back. Curve it under. Send it back. Curve it under. Send it back. Curve it. Send it back. Let's circle those hips for fun. Send it the other way around. Big breath out. Drop your chest forward and find a nice flat back. Go ahead and bend those elbows. And we're going to do our shoulder pinches with elbows bent. You can also do this exercise for your rhomboids on like a physio ball. Just a fun fact. But you want to feel this part of your back working right in here. So it looks like that from behind. So really squeeze your shoulder blades, and then go ahead and bend into a squat. Keep those shoulder blades moving. And we're going to let it go. Exhale down. Walk your hands forward. Gently take your knees down to the ground. Just open up your chest. Look all the way to your right and all the way to your left. Come center. Pull your core back in. Lift back up to a wide downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet. We're going to roll it back up. Little jog. Lift up in your Pilates scoop and your pelvic floor. Now we have been jogging sassy up to this point. So jog sassy, by which I mean kicking your hips out to either side, then hold it still. And try and go only up and down, or even not up and down, but just lifting your legs. There's a little movement here, but we're staying still in space in the upper back. Big breath in, step wide. Come to the back of your space. Exhale, roll it down, head, neck, shoulders. Walk your hands forward so you're in a wide plank. Lower those knees, open your heart. Pull your core back in. Walk your hands to your feet, bend your knees as you need to. Roll it up. And we'll go narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Hold your core. Hold it onto the back. Exhale, roll it down. Walk it forward. Nice wide plank. Take your knees down, everybody. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to do our shoulder push-ups. So this is straight arms the whole time, not locked, but straight. And then shoulder blades pinched together. Pinch and widen. Keep your core in. Tuck your butt underneath, neutral spine, head up. And press it back. And tuck your toes. Nice wide downward dog. Walk those hands back in. Roll it up. Hold on a moment. Steve? Oh, dang it. I'll leave this door open for a little bit. The heater is on full blast down here. I'm like, it's 85 degrees. I'm warm. Wide, wide. Hands on your hips. Curve it forward. 12 o'clock. Neutral. 6. Neutral. 12. Notice I have my knees bent, and I'm going to look down every so often and learn to feel knees and toes straight forward. Double time. 12, neutral, 6. 12, neutral, 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6. Add your shoulders. Now I'm bending and straightening my legs. So when I get to 12, I'm bent, straight on neutral and 6. Come, bend it all the way down. Walk it forward. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide with your feet. Walk your hands back to your feet. Pull it back up. Turn those legs out from the hip socket. Gentle plie and straight. Lower back's going straight down to the floor. Core is over the balls of the feet. So your center of gravity is over the balls of the feet. Hold those thighs open. When you lift up here, you want to feel like you're lifting up from the front, the pubis. Knees are opening wide, so open wide, pubis up. Okay, we're going to try that same action, but we're going to shift to a side as we do it. So we'll plie straight down. We'll lift to the side. Plie straight down. We'll lift to the side. Plie straight down. Lift to the side. Plie straight down. Lift to the side. Plie straight down. Lift to the side. Stay right there. Put your toe on the floor. Let's play with this hip. Lift it up. Drop it. Lift it up. Drop it. Drop it. Double time. Twist it out. All right, drop it down. Straighten your standing leg, but keep your pelvis where it is, aka horizontal to the floor. Lifting just your left leg. Little pulse. Keep turning it out. Little pulse, little pulse. Both legs turn out. Let your arms be soft, wherever they want to go. Extend it down. Hold that turn out as you shift sides. Toe on the floor, turn it in, turn it out. Shake it out, twist it out. All right, pull up. We're gonna turn out both thighs, lift up from the front of the pubis. Leave your pelvis horizontal. You might also want to think about shifting forward from the center of your core to find that lift. And leg. Arms float wherever, that's not the important part. Hold that turn out. Lift, 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 lift. Extend it. Down and plie. Hold those knees open. Notice you might feel like you want to move your feet further out, your toes further out, but we don't want to do that. We want the knees to stay turned out, the toes stick where they are on the mat. And we'll go down, 2, 3, 4, then straighten. Think of your thighs pulling together, pubis up, and rise, 2, 3, squeeze your thighs together, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, knees back, 7, 8, again push, pull your thighs together. And then pull your thighs together, tuck your tailbone underneath to rise, down, heels to the floor, then bend, 6, 7, 8. Rise, straight legs. 2, 3, 4. Then up. 6, 7. We're going to lift our heels, but hold that turn out. Take your tailbone underneath and drop. And lift 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 and drop. And lift. Take it down. Stay on your toes. Just one on your toes. Just one. Push, 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 push. Heels down. Press it back. Just say hello. Little rotation in the hips. Little rotation in the spine. Walk it forward. Go ahead and take your hands on your pelvis. Just feel the feeling of your belly button traveling over. And really when we switch our weight, we go over the standing side and slightly forward. Over to the ball of the foot. And over to the ball of the foot. And over to the ball of the foot. Rise, lower. Over, rise, lower. Over, rise, lower. There, take it down in the center. Shift your hips out, shake them out. This is like a smile. And forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 12, 6, 12, 6. Go ahead and put your hands on your back here. And there's 2 chunks of muscle. They're made up of a bunch of muscles in your back. They go on either side of your spine. And I just want you to feel them kinesthetically for a moment because we're going to talk about them a lot later on, yeah? So fingers on the sides of your spine. And we're going to go 12, neutral, 6. And notice how when you go to 6, these muscle columns fire up. They're called your paraspinal muscles. How about that, huh? So, find that neutral spine. Roll your shoulders back. Get a little bit lower, and chest press forward. Chest, 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 chest. Okay, multitasking. We're gonna pull ourselves over that right foot. We're gonna lift our left leg in the air. We're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Add the chest, 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 chest. Get lower in your standing leg, chest. All right, we switch down. 2, shift your weight. Hips stay parallel to the floor. Lift your leg, stay low in left leg, add chest, chest. And shift. Looks easy, feels complicated. This time straight leg, chest, chest, chest. Feel your foot on the floor. Can you get the weight more over the ball of the foot, less over the heel? Down. Take it to the left. Bring it in. Straighten that leg. Shift your weight forward. Squeeze those thighs together. Add the chest. 6, 7, 8. Shift it down. Good job. Take it center. Go with me. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Walk it to the back of your space. Roll it down. Head, neck, shoulders. All the way to your wide plank. Shoulders back, core in. Here we go. We'll go. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Mountain climbers. Keep your elbows micro bent and your core in. Almost, almost. The knees down. Open chest. Look right. Look center. Look left. Roll down. Relax, shake it out. Good job. Boop, 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 boop. Press up. Tailbone back.
Hey, hey, on me, I don't know the reason. Finna wake them all up, cause I know they sleeping. I'm wide awake, but shit, I'm still dreaming. Dream so fake, oh damn, I'm still dreaming. Hey, hey, on me, I don't know the reason.
There we go. Okay, we're down on the floor. We're gonna bring our legs together. We're gonna put our hands on the lower back. Let's feel those paraspinal muscles again. And we're gonna just rest our foreheads on the floor and just do your Pilates scoop and drop it here. So I'm gonna come up a little higher. Pretend I'm laying on the floor, so I'm just scooping at this point. Just scooping, feeling my back be still on the floor. All right, adding another layer. Hold your scoop in, and you're now going to curve to 12 o'clock. So if your back is slightly down, when we curve to 12 o'clock, we're gonna lift that up. Go ahead and put your hand on your lower back and curve your back, your lower back, so it lifts your hand just above the waist of your pants or at the waist of your pants. Hold that Pilates scoop in. And now we're gonna let the waist go without dropping the Pilates scoop. And then 12 o'clock and back to neutral. 12 o'clock and back to neutral. Notice how difficult it is to go back to neutral without letting your Pilates scoop go. So I'm gonna do it on all fours so that you can see, but stay doing it on the floor. Scoop stays in, and you're in wherever you started. So you scoop, you hold your scoop, and you go 12 o'clock, neutral, keep the scoop in. Neutral, 12 o'clock, neutral. 12 o'clock, neutral. Keep your scoop in the whole time. You also want to think about that pelvic floor staying up if you're multitasking. All right, so 12 o'clock with your Pilates scoop. You're going to imagine you can mail a letter under your belly button. We're going to walk our legs all the way together. Now we're going to hold a penny between our knees. So you got to really squeeze, yeah? Lift that scoop back in. Find your 12 o'clock pelvis. Stay right there. Hold your legs together. Pull your shoulder blades back. And that action lifts your neck. Hold it. Check your scoop again. Reinforce that 12 o'clock. Can you get yourself to be on your thighs, pubis, rib cage, but not your belly? Ah, did you drop your penny? I dropped my penny. Find that spot, fight for it. Shoulders back, head off the ground, shoulders off the ground, and check your Pilates scoop. Check your penny between your knees. Check your belly off the floor. Let it go. Woo. Arms up above your head. We're gonna reset that whole holding thing that we're adding on to for this whole series. Yeah, this is our Superman series. From the top we go. Pelvic scoop. 12 o'clock. Shoulders back. That action of shoulders back and legs together starts us off for our right, left arms. Here we go. We're gonna go head up, neck up, right shoulder, then right hand down, shoulder down, chin, head back, head, neck, shoulder, left hand, down, shoulder, neck, and head, neck, shoulder, right hand, down. I want you to keep this as small as possible because what we're really working on here is not your head and shoulders, but maintaining that Pilates scoop and pelvic clock position. Head, neck, shoulder, right hand, take it down. Check your scoop, make it deeper. Now left, neck, shoulder, left hand, take it down. How's your scoop? How's your 12 o'clock? Head, neck, shoulders, right hand, and down. 2, check your scoop, 12 o'clock, legs together. 3, and up and down. 2, okay, couple times with both arms. Head, neck, shoulders up, down. 2, check that 12 o'clock. Head, neck, shoulders pull back and together, down. 2, 3, let it go. Hands by your rib cage, which is just below your shoulders. Press up to your modified plank. Stay right there. Core in, elbows back, one at a time. We're marching the elbows. Tuck your core back in. Good job. Take it down to your elbows. Let your back come down. Lift your Pilates scoop. Find that tuck. Now walk with your knees, but keep it low because I want your 12 o'clock pelvis. 12 o'clock pelvis. Push your fists down into the mat. Elbows are as wide as your shoulders. And take it down, rest. Press up and back to your child's pose. Butt onto your heels, flip your wrists over, and press past your knuckles with the wrist for a stretch. Walk it up some more. So you're sitting on your heels. Just let those knees stretch out. So take a moment here and check in with your feet. You want your feet to be pointing straight back behind you. In this position, when we tend to get into this position, I'm showing you what it would look like from underneath. Most of us tend to do this with our feet and cross at the toe. Look what that does to your ankle. Just not a good habit. We want your toes to be pointed in line. If it's really uncomfortable, stretch at the top of your ankles here. You can always roll a towel or put a little pillow underneath. Or if you need to, you can alternate between tucked under toes like that versus pointed toes. But when you look underneath, hello, our toes should go straight back, not touched. All right, moving on. Let it out. Hello, belly. Pull it in. Let it out. 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 Pull it in double time. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Notice I'm not changing the position of my pelvis here. All right, hold it in. Think about your thighs. They probably want to just melt out sideways like pancake batter on a hot griddle. So I want you to pull those thighs together and hold that together feeling. Lifting up through your pelvic floor. Pilates scoop in and exhale. Tuck, tuck, tuck. If you feel a stretch in your knees right here, just hang out for a second. Say hello, knees. Hello, gentle hello. Not like, wake up. Just like, hi. Yes, hi, knees. Keep that 12 o'clock pelvis. Squeeze your butt to rise up. And tuck it underneath some more. Bring your chest back if you can. Then dive through, flat back like we practiced standing. From your flat back, your scoop is still in and you're gonna lengthen your head until you fall onto those hands. Nose, chin, chest. Press up, take it down. Now, as though you're gonna push your rug out from underneath yourself like a magic trick, you're gonna press forward, stay low, and pull back. Thighs close together. Reset. Up. 2, exhale, curve. 2, rise, tipped back. 2, tuck it back. 2, dive through, pull your shoulders back, find your hover spot, find it, pull your core in, get a little bit lower, a little bit more flat back, shoulders back, and whee, you fall. Nose to chest passes through. Whoosh. And slow and low, come back, tuck your toes on the way back, and press into a downward dog stretch. And just walk it out. Stretching your hamstrings, stretching your calves, letting your hips tip side to side. Tip, tip, tip. All right. Shoulder isolations here. Let's take our hips, our feet as wide as our hips, so maybe 5 inches in between. I'm going to shrug my shoulders up to my earlobes. And then as I exhale, I'm going to drop my spine towards my thumbs and the floor. Shrug it up to your earlobes, drop it down. Shrug, drop, shrug, drop, shrug, drop, hold that drop. Anchor your elbows down. Look at those hands. We want our fingertips pointing forward, especially your pointer finger. We want our elbows to be micro bent and pointing back towards our toes. Find that position, elbows back, bend your knees, little bounces. I'm gonna turn to the side for you so you can see. Pointer fingers forward, elbows rotated towards your feet. Little bounces, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, we're gonna use our powerful legs here. We're gonna exhale, press back into bent legs. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna roll our shoulders back, elbows back, stretch towards a plank. We're gonna press back. Elbows back, bend the knees. Inhale, heart forward. How's your scoop? Shoulders back. 3, 2, 1, and press back. Hop it forward. Whee! Roll it up. Shake out those hands. Enjoy your heart going all what? When you stand up and get off the ground a couple times. Big breath in. Place your hands on your hips. And knees and toes straight forward. And we're gonna curve our butts. Reach your belly button back into space like somebody's poking you in the belly button. You're like, hee hee. Yes. Tuck it. Tuck it some more. Tuck it, get lower. Tuck it, get lower still. Come on up. Stand on your right leg. Turn and lift your left leg out. Parallel front. Turn it out. Parallel front. Turn it out. Everything else here is still parallel front. Turn it out. Parallel front. Turn it out. Stay right there in your turn outs. Take your hand just behind it like we do crazy clams. Tap your hand with your knee. Tap, tap. Everything else stays forward and flat. Let's switch sides. Close those legs. Switch sides. Your weight's over the ball of your left foot, so it's forward a little bit. Long lower back. Turn it out. The right leg and turn it parallel. Turn it out. Nothing else is moving. We're practicing stabilization on the left side. Is your hip rising on the leg side? Mine just was, so I dropped it back down. All right, hand behind that right knee. Pulse it out. Boop, 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 and close it. Put it down. Big breath in. You're gonna roll all the way down. Let me show you what your hips are gonna do. Once you get head down, you're gonna bend one leg and pop the hip out to the other side, so you'll stretch the outside of that leg. So we'll roll all the way down, we'll bend and pop the right foot and knee, and we'll let our hips shift and pop out on the left side to stretch the left leg. Turning to the other side so you can see it. Boop, one leg sticks up. And switch, pop the other side. So you lift one heel and bend that knee, the opposite leg is straight and the weight goes out to the side. And let your heels drop. Bend those knees as much as you need to as usual. Roll on up. Go ahead and send those hips forward and side to side, forward and side to side. So you're just feeling like you're opening up those hips in the front of the sockets. All right, ready? Gentle, comfortable turn out of your legs. Tailbone, just stick it out for a little bit. In fact, let's take a moment. Let's pop it back. Pop it center, pop it right, pop it center, pop it left. Because I know y'all want to do this. Most of us hang out in this position rather than being fully pulled up. We're gonna be fully pulled up for the next exercise. So let it out. Side, 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 side. All right. Now we drop it underneath, lift up, and we're trying to hold that vertical spine in the tailbone. So holding a neutral spine. Whenever I do this, it feels like I have to hold 12 o'clock just to achieve neutral. So that's all right if it feels that way for you. Keep that tailbone tucked underneath. Send your hips all the way over to the right. Lean your chest out to the left. 3, 4. Relax it for a little bit, get sloppy. See how everything wants to come out? Your butt wants to go back, this knee wants to lock, and your belly comes out. So we're gonna work on not doing those 3 things, yes? Scoops in and up, butt under, hip right, chest left, and we're pulling in here. Good. All right, up slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, send your hips all the way over. Take it out to the right. Take a moment, check in before we go moving through these positions. Can you pull your scoop in a little bit more? Can you get a longer lower back? Can you feel like someone's pulling you straight up from the top of your spine away from that hip that's weighted down? Yeah, big diagonal stretch. Here we go, 4 counts up, 3, 2, 1. Hip over, 3, 2, 1. Stomach's in, up. Leave your hip there, 2, 1. Switch hips, out, 3, 2, 1. Up, 3, 2, 1. Switch hips, out. Up. Can you get a little bit more stability by thinking about squeezing your thighs together? Squeeze them. 3, 2, 1. Okay, same action, but in 2s. Here we go. Hips right, chest left. 1, 2, core in. 1, 2, switch hip, over. 2, core in, up. 2, switch hip, over. 2, core in, up. 2, switch hip. And 1, 1, and 1, 1, and 1, 1. Inner thighs, give you strength. And last, set, and over, and up. Take it down. Shake it out. On the floor. Take those legs, make them soft. Flop, flop and slouch. You've been playing the same video game for 17 hours, melted into the back of the couch. Ooh, okay, let's curl. Pull those scoops in. Lift up, fire your paraspinal muscles to get up onto your sits bones. It's okay if your knees need to be bent to be here, that's fine. Here we go, square shoulders. Lift it up, shoulders go forward, up and forward, up and back, down. Down and forward, up and back, down and back. How's your Pilates scoop doing? Did it lost itself? Pull it up some more. Hold down. Go for a walk. Stay up. Zombie arms. Get taller. Take your hands right behind the back and curve 12 o'clock. Lift up flat and curve 12 o'clock. Scoops in and lift up flat. Bend your knees. We're going to use that same motion with our roll downs. We'll go curve, 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 heart up, and curve, 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 heart up, curve, 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 heart up, curve, curve, curve. Lift it up to rise. Curve, curve, stay on down. Rock side to side. Knees stay still. Keep pulling up and in. So I'm doing a little twist. Rise it up. Stay tall. Drop your legs. Pull them up. Open. Pull them up. Open. Pull them up. Don't fall down in your pelvis. Open, close. Turn out, turn in. Shoulders back. Take it down like a roll down, hover in the middle. We'll go for a walk. 2. Pull those shoulders back. Oh, fresh air. Ah. Rise up. Exhale, stretch, forward fold. Oh, fresh air. All the house heaters are blowing into this room right now. That feels nice. Ah, fresh air. Roll it up. Find that lifted spot. Take your hands on your fingertips like little spiders. Place them just behind your hip bones. And let's check our chests. Check your chest. Check. Shoulders back. So you really lift it up here. pulling those ribs together, but you're nice and flat in the back. And flex those legs. It's okay if they're bent. We're gonna lift 8, 7, 6. Don't fall back in your back. This is where I'm thinking about my lower back paraspinal muscles. 6, 7, 8. Switch legs. How's your back? Is it working? Staying in and up. Switch legs. Get all the way forward on your sits bones. 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull up. Switch. If that feels easy, where are you doing this? Go ahead and slouch back to 12 o'clock. Lift your legs. Were you doing that instead of being all the way sat up? Good thing to check on. Open those legs. First, just take a moment, roll it out. One leg and the other leg. Shifting my weight from one hip to the other hip. Just have some fun. All right, roll those shoulders back, one at a time. Roll, 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 roll. Drop them back. Legs, 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 legs. And let everything out. Okay, let's pull it in. Scoop. Lift up. I'm using my paraspinal muscles on my back here. So take your hands to your lower back. I'll turn in a hot second. We're gonna tip back to 12 o'clock. Neutral. 6 is really hard. If your thighs are tight in the back and you're stuck back here, bend your knees so you can feel those sits bones right underneath yourself. 2 sits bones right into the ground, yeah? I'll turn sideways. Remember, you are gonna use the lower back muscles for this. Here we go. We'll go neutral, 12, neutral, 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6. Take those bent legs. Check in with a little lean forward. If you have a mirror in the house that goes down to the floor and you can look at yourself in this position once or twice, maybe after class, that's a great, great idea, because a lot of the time we are so used to being slightly behind our sits bones into the ground, so like slightly curled, if this was my pelvis, that we don't really know what it feels like to be up. And all the way up for most of us requires a little bend in the knees, yeah? That's fine. All right, staying all the way up at first, elbows, take them into your sides, into your rib cage. We're gonna lift our arms up and we're gonna rotate so our elbows to the back of the room. All the way up, zip it, circle back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse, forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. And 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward. 3, 2, 1, and back. And forward. And 2. And 2, and 2, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Lift up tall. Parallel arms. Diamond arms. Parallel arms. Keep your shoulders down. Keep sitting up tall. Diamond arms. If your hip flexors are burning, shiver those legs out. Parallel. Diamond. Parallel. Diamond. Parallel. Diamond. Parallel. Diamond, take them side, elbows back, reach it out, nice and soft. Roll those legs back, 2, 3, everything at once. We're gonna go contract, roll back to 12 o'clock, bend your elbows. Straighten, all the way straight on your sits bones, back working, twist to your right, twist to your right. Right hand, same hand is over your right foot. Here we go, come center. Then we're gonna contract, diamond arms. Bend your knees, straighten, everything straight in the middle. Sit up on your sits bones, twist, stay up on your sits bones. Come center, 2, 3, feel those delts and contract, diamond, 2, 3, Upright onto your sits bones again. 3, 4, twist, 2, center, 2, diamond contract, out, 2, twist, 2, center, 2, diamond contract, out, 2, twist, 2, center, 2, diamond contract, out, 2, twist, 2, center, 2. Take it down flat. Have a little stretch in the middle. Big, juicy, deep breath. Remember, when you're stretching in the middle, it's more effective if you keep those legs just a little bit bent, unless you already know how to do big middle splits all the time. Tiny bend in the knees at least, maybe a big bend in the knees. You want to feel this stretch in your inner thigh, not in the back of the leg. It's okay if it's in the back of the leg, it's just not the point. All right, come on up. Let's give these legs a break for a second. So wherever you want to put your legs that's comfortable. And let's just talk about our spinal twist here. So if you think about your torso as being like a T shape, yeah? So your spine is the upright part, and then the bar across your shoulders and arms would be the cross of the T. When we do the next exercise, which is the saw, we want to alter the T by shifting our rib cage over to the side. So we're going to play with our rib cage for a second, then I'll teach you the mermaid, and then we'll come back to the saw. So for now, place your hands on your ribs. Both hips are going to stay on the floor, even weight, yeah? Hands on the ribs, shift over. Just like someone's pressing them across the table. Keep your shoulders back. Can you feel how you could bend? Come back up. In fact, earlier we did a from the pelvis straight line. We were still in a T, so this is different. Instead, this time we're going to slide the rib cage over. Slide it back. Slide it over, slide it back. Check all your scooping. Slide it, slide it. Take those arms out. Imagine someone's pulling your hand and you're keeping both shoulders back and even. So when I lean to my left side, my right side has to anchor down to stay flat. Shift, center, shift, center, shift, center, shift, center. Good. Let those arms down. Let's switch our legs just for the heck of it. Now we're going to add a twist and a shift. You're going to definitely still use that spot under your shoulders. So go ahead and give yourself a hug first. Yay! Thanks, self, for coming to work out today. Pull your shoulder blades down and feel how the muscles right under your hand here, your latissimus dorsi, engage. That's what we're going to use to hold our anchor. Yeah? Shoulders down. We'll twist left. We'll shift left. And then feel how your right latissimus dorsi has to pull down to anchor you. And it might pull you a little bit past your teeth, but we want this one single long line, not this. Yeah, see how this is a broken T? And we go center, two, center front, twist, two, shift, two. Anchor through your left shoulder, rolling back. Center, two, front, twist, and shift, and center, front, and twist, and shift. Come back to center, but still twisted, and front. Drop those arms down. Good. All right, now we're going to do the mermaid, which is not what I thought the mermaid would be. It's like a Starbucks mermaid with two legs, yeah? So we're going to have our legs in the, some people call this fourth position on the floor, but I have this foot tucked behind me. If you really feel this in the knee, adjust this back heel, yeah? So if you're really twisted in the knee, it might be because your heel is too far up. Think about trying to get that heel down. It'll be a little more comfortable there. It's not the best position for everybody. So another modification would be to sit on a pillow or a bundled up towel to lift your hips a little bit. Okay, here we go. Hands on your ribs. Lift it up through your Pilates scoop. Trying to keep both hips on the floor. We're gonna just tip the ribs. Yeah, so that's a lot of rib vocabulary we've had today, right? We had the straight T over from the pelvis. We had the twist and the shift. This is a tip. So if you imagine there were a bar on either side of my rib cage, I'm thinking about tipping my rib cage over that bar to come back center. Boop, hold it in. So all of these are oblique muscle exercises, but of course we're getting transversus abdominis at the same time because we're trying to pull in and up all the time. All right. Why is this called the mermaid in Pilates? I think it's because they're thinking of sirens. You know, those mermaids who hung out on rocks and turned men into pigs if they were bad? And they would sit on a rock and they'd go, "Hello, sailor. Come on over here, sailor." How's your Pilates scoop? "Hello, sailor." Keep pulling it up. You gotta float above the water with those elegant arms. All right, take it all the way over to your right side. Put the hand down. What is that craziness? Now we're gonna shift that leg back and our hips forward for a second. So see how my hand's really far back? I'm gonna eventually be coming into a side plank with this move, so I know that I'm gonna move this hand forward up by the front knee. Come back up. Wave to your sailors. "Hey, sailor, it's fine. Don't worry about nothing. I'm not gonna turn you into a pig, it's fine." Okay, come on over, lean it out, and come up. One day, this will be up into a side plank, yeah? Boop. But maybe we're just rising to our legs today. How about that? A couple times more. Keep your scoop, keep your waist upright. Come up. Take it down. Switch sides. Take some time, get comfy in the side. Scoop in and out. Notice how your hip flexors might feel different on one side to the other. Maybe one side's easier. Find your upright position. Shoulders back. Zip it in. And tip the ribs. We go tip to the side. We come up. Hi, sailor. Okay, let's lead it over. Come forward. You can come up onto one leg or both. Bring it back down. Find your mermaid. Get your hip back on the floor. Shoulders stay down. Woo. One more time. And last one up. Come back down. Shift those legs to the front. All right, so for saw, it's the same beginning as spinal twist. The exercise, not the stretch, except we're gonna saw off your pinky toe. So the same hand is going over the same foot. That's where we're gonna go. But we're gonna twist and shift, anchoring that shoulder down. Here we go all together. Start in the middle. Just do it nice and simple. Flexed feet. Here we go. Twist right, 2, shift right, 2. Now notice while you're here that you're anchoring this shoulder back. So you should feel a lot of work right here in the back behind your shoulder. And bring it up, 2 and front, 2 and twist, 2, shift over. Hold it there. Can you get that shoulder back more in the back? More twist. Bring it back up. 3, 4. How's your Pilates scoop? twist, 2, shift, 2, keep moving up to your twist, stand front, 2, and twist, 2, and further, anchor, 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 up, up, center, and twist, find your scoop, bring it up, that's almost it, and last one, take it down, are your shoulders rising without your permission, and take it back, center, and drop your noodle arms, swing those legs around. I'm gonna move my mic pack while you settle onto your back, friends. And then we will go through our magical abs and legs. Here we go. We're going to go for a little gusto. We're almost done here. Start by hugging your knees to your chest. Just take a little moment to breathe. If you have a bun or a braid that's like right in the back center of your head, now's the time to move it. Light those legs in the air. Wiggle them out. Doot, doot, doot. Notice how your hips want to just wave side to side when you do that, okay? Now that you felt that, save your salsa for the chips. No more salsa in the hips. Big breath in. Exhale, Pilates scoop, lifting up that pelvic floor. Legs together, double leg stretch. Bring your knees to your chest, shoulders on the floor. Now straighten your legs up in the air, but keep your 12 o'clock pelvis. Tailbone stays slightly curved off the floor. Extend those legs, belly button down as your legs reach up. Down, 2, 3, 4. Send them up. Don't have to be all the way straight. Big breath in. Exhale, Pilates scoop. Ribs together, shoulders down. Head, neck, shoulders up. Just a little rock. Check in with your spine. Balance on your lower back. Bend those legs. 100s. Bounce your arms. Breathing for this is out, 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 out. All you're doing here is keeping neutral pelvis, pulling down your Pilates scoop, and tailbone is weighted off the floor. Keep those legs in the beginning position. The further they get, the less you're going to hold that scoop. I want you to hold your scoop, curl your tailbone. Hold it, curl it, hold it, curl it, hold it, curl it, hold it, curl it. Sometimes when I want to distract myself, I wiggle my feet. Maybe it will entertain you as much as it entertains me. Okay. Almost done. Chins in, tummies in. Remember to pull your chin, not poke it. Relax, head, neck, and shoulders bend. One leg and bend. The other leg and bend. And bend. Let's do single leg stretch. Up, down, higher, down. Up and lower, higher, down. Keep pulling your scoop in and up. Your tailbone should not be wiggling at all. It should be held in that 12 o'clock position. And rest. Rock your head side to side. Really relax your neck and shoulders. Don't hold on to that tension, friends. And arms back down by your side. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Pull in your scoop. Send your legs up. And we will turn them out and parallel. And turn them out and parallel. And turn them out and parallel. I'm rotating so you can see a little better. And turn them out and parallel. All right, hold them out. Draw little circles in the air with each foot. Notice how your pelvis wants to go with them. Don't let it. Tiny circles. Pull those scoops down more. Press your lower back into the floor. Stay. Bend. 2, 3, 4. Grab your ankles. Pull your heels towards your nose. Let your elbows keep your knees wide. You're going to hold on to those ankles, friends. You're going to pull your scoops in. You're going to widen the ankles. So your knees and your toes are pointing to the sides of the room. Tailbones curled. Use your hands. Bring your ankles back together. Out and in, out. If you want to go harder, lift your shoulders off the floor. scoop is down. Hold up. No hands. Straighten legs, little circles. Bring them together. Parallel, turned out, single straight leg stretch. It's like the single leg stretch with straight legs. One leg closer. We come up, head, neck, and shoulders. Lower part way down. Come up higher. Lower all the way down. Switch legs and up. Halfway down. A little higher. And lower down. Switch legs. Up, halfway down. A little higher. Take it down. And up, halfway down. A little higher. Take it down. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Scoops in. Keep the weight pressing down into the back of your back, behind your belly button, not in the butt, not in the ribs. Last one. Let it out. Bicycle those legs. Let everything else turn to jello. You can salsa in the hips if you want. Shake them out as fast as you can. Shake, 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 shake. Pull them into your chest. We're going to do hip ups. That means we're going to curve to 12 o'clock using our abs. Hip up and down. Put your hands under your butt cheeks. Lift your butt off the floor. Lower it down. Up and down. If you can do it with no hands, that's great. No kicking your legs, that's cheating. Up and down. Up and down. Make some nice zombie arms and then pull your shoulders back. Up. Slow it down on the way down. Up. Lower down. Up. Lower down. Put your legs wherever they're comfy, bent or straight. Can you imagine your shoulders and your belly button going down as your heels rise to the ceiling? All right, let's go. Onto your side. Knees come way forward. Everybody point down in one line from your shoulders, hips, down, straight down. That's the straight line we're going to talk about. Now I want you to bend your elbow. I want you to point to the straight forward line that comes off your hips. So your thighs would be parallel with your arms straight forward. You're making a box here. Yeah? Keep your legs there. Place your hand in front of your belly button on the floor. Crazy clam kicks. It's going to be a little bit of a doozy, you guys. We're just going to go straight for it. You've got less than 10 minutes left. Pelvis does not get to roll back at all right now. Keep it straight. Scoops in. How about a long neck? How about a long neck? How about it? Open, little pulse, just like earlier. Remember, this is not towards my face. It's that way. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Straighten your legs right where they are. So your bottom thigh is staying almost exactly where it is. Point straight in your straight line, down the body line. Point forward from your hip. Notice your legs are in a 45-degree angle for the most part. And I have tucked my toes. Do you see my toes tucked on the ground? It looks like I have a mermaid tail. This is your position for the side kick series. Hold your scoop and lift that leg just 2 inches. Feel like you're pressing long through the heel. Hold your scoop. Rotate your thigh parallel. Rotate your thigh out again. That's all. Turn it in and turn it out. Nothing else gets to move. We're just working the external rotators in your top thigh. Good. Hold that turnout. Close it. Hold the turnout. Hold the turnout and shift your foot forward. Turn parallel. Rotate, turn out. Hold turnout, close. Up to the side. Parallel. Point it up to the ceiling with the knee. Close. Check your Pilates scoop. Pull it to the back. It's like someone's pulling your pinky toe. Your heel's still pressing forward. Rotate parallel. rotate, turn it out, close, hold your turnout. Okay, same actions. We'll go side, parallel, turn out, close, forward, parallel, turn out, close, back, parallel, turn out, close, side, parallel, turn out, close, front, parallel. It should be burning right here. Back, parallel, turn out, close, release. Straight legs. Bend your bottom leg forward to that right angle position. Little lifts here. 2, 3. Now we're getting a slightly different set of muscles. This is gluteus medius and minimus as opposed to maximus. All right, hold it right there. Rotate in your thigh socket. Turn it in. Let your hips fall forward. Now we're going to get gluteus maximus. Your toe touches down on the floor, your knees pointing down on the floor, your scoop is in. We're going to lift behind yourself with the inside of that thigh. We'll go in and back, in and back. Just get your booty. Get your booty. Get it, get it, get it. Toes down. Scoops in. Bend that leg. Pull it up and forward, twist and release, stretch. Big deep breaths. Switch sides. Do, 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 do. All right, so we're starting in the, sometimes I call this an office chair position, yeah? And that is because I imagine if I had like an office chair fallen on its side behind me, my thighs would be at a 90-degree angle from my hips. Normally when we lay down on our side to relax, our legs are much further away from us, yeah? And that puts a little sway in the back by accident. So knees super far forward for me. Yeah, forward, straight, 45. Open, 2, close, 2. Check on that scoop. Make sure your hips aren't falling back as you do this. Sometimes we try and crank the hip back by just rolling back. So no hip going back. Can you lengthen your neck and anchor your shoulders down? All right, let's pulse it. Pulse. Pulse. Second side is always harder because you were using that bottom leg in the last round and you were using these muscles to stabilize yourself on the other side. So the second side is always harder. All right, let's close it. Actually, let's send it out. Think turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out as you extend those legs. Really take our time finding our position. Scoops are in, hands in the same place. Lift that leg up. Hips should be right on top of each other. Really turn out. Think about heels rotating forward and together. Turn it in. Just hold it. Reach out through that leg. Can you squeeze some more? Rotate it. Super slow. Close it. Take it up. Parallel. Turn it out, turn it in. All right, down. Hold your turn out. Forwards, keep it turned out. Now parallel, and now turn it out, and pull your toe back, and back of the room. Now parallel, now turn it out, and heel comes forward. Lift it up. Turn it in. Turn it out. Feel like you're reaching long. Close. Turn it up. Forward. To the back. Imagine someone's pulling your legs out of their sockets. Close and fast and close and front and close and open, together and back and close and open. Get longer and up and close and open and close. Let it go. Bottom leg bent to the front, top leg is lifting. Center those hips. Straight down, rotate. Almost there, hang in there, friends. You got it, you got it. Burn, burn. Okay, turn it all the way in. Let your hips roll forward just a little bit. Legs gonna go back behind you. Keep it rotated in. Just your butt's working, no backs. Still in your back. Let your glutes do all the works, friends. Doop, doop, glute, 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 glute. You did it! Stretch it out. Come center. Rack it up. You did it! Give yourself a booty pat of support. Just knock out that lactic acid. I like to say that you're grabbing onto some handfuls of marshmallows. Yes, mushrooms would work too. They're pretty squishy. Tap it out. Come on up to the center. Reach up and over. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a high five. Good job!